The goal this season has been to bring Arkansas State to a bowl game, and with one more victory, we can achieve that. We start the day at 5-5. Southern Miss never saw it coming as we blew them out in their house, 41-9. And now we face this South Alabama Jaguar team that needs to win both of their remaining 2 games if they want to go to a bowl this season. Now, looking at this Jaguar offense, I feel like we have a really good matchup today. Their top running back is hurt. There aren't many standouts on this side of the ball. If anything helps the Jaguars today, I think it's going to be that their defense is full of mid-70s rated starters at all levels, which is pretty decent for the Sun Belt Conference. They have a better secondary than some we've faced recently. Granted, they're missing their top 2 cornerbacks. Injuries have affected every team we have played recently. We've faced backup quarterbacks, and apparently a bunch of backups here for South Alabama, as we'll take a look at the injury report. And they're without 4 players right now, probably 3 starters. And you know, I was just questioning their offensive talent. Well, they have scored more points than anybody else in the Sun Belt this season. South Alabama has 39 touchdowns scored this season, which is more than Southern Miss has, and I was hyping up their offense last episode, and the Golden Eagles have played 1 additional game. So maybe there is something to this Jaguar team and we can't overlook them. In this series, I'd say there's one position that has dominated the conversation to this point, and that is the wide receiver position. Corey Rucker was the star of this team in Season 1, and then in the offseason we added this trio of senior receivers. They're all, of course, graduating at the end of this year. But receiver will continue to be the focus as we have a chance to land 3 prospects today. We did see that 4-star receivers DeMar Alba and Stephen Harris got late offers from Alabama and Colorado, but we are already close to the finish line on these 2 4-stars. That could be a big boost for our offense going forward. And when it comes to these 4-star players, I'm paying a lot of attention to their deal breaker, and if I think it's something that we can maintain for multiple years, so we're not losing these players. I think we have good fits here. We also have Pierre Shembo, who no one else has offered to. We're likely going to win this after 1 more week. So the question is, how many new receivers join the team this episode? It could be up to 3. And I think Shembo's ratings look really good. 55 awareness does probably weigh down his overall a little bit, but there is a lot to like here. And you still got 2 4-stars who are a little bit unknown because I haven't scouted them. But the receiver position looks promising for the future. Now, something else I've seen a lot of conversation about in the comments is with wear and tear. I think by default it is really powerful, and yes, the career health pool remaining on Bo Jackson is approaching 50%. It's gotten out of hand. I can't remember what his wear and tear was showing when we added him this year, but he didn't even play last season as a freshman. So I have dropped wear and tear even further because I think even when I had this at like 20, maybe it was a little too much. I want to see players, that have a massive workload or are taking big hits continuously. They should be experiencing wear and tear, but I think it's applied far too quickly on default settings. And I think the right approach is to go super low and then maybe gradually work up some of these ratings if they are not enough. I think that's better than having it start too high and then try to tone it down because there are just so many things that can go wrong and things that feel out of place with wear and tear when it's too high. I still have hit stick and cut stick pretty high. I don't know if those need to drop at all, but I dropped like sack, block, catch tackle, normal tackle impact, and we'll see what happens there. I think we're getting closer to a good set, but I will say that the implementation of wear and tear has been a little tricky, I think, so far since it's been introduced. But it's time for Game 11 as Arkansas State breaks out The red alternate jerseys along with the white pants. We've got 2 home games to finish out the season to try to become bowl eligible and take this program to the next level. Trying to become a 2-star where we could get more recruiting hours, more fans in the stands, a better home field atmosphere and advantage. All these wins can contribute to a lot for the remainder of this dynasty. So welcome in everybody to the Arkansas State Dynasty in Season 2. And we are underway. Clune Van Andel puts it in the air. And the Jaguars will bring it out for Zach Pyron and Rod Gibbs, the standout tight end who has 6 touchdowns on the season for an offense that has scored 39 of them so far, putting them very close to 4 per game. This could be an explosive offense, but we just shut down one of the best in the Sun Belt, held them to 9 points. Pyron deals outside on first down. It is caught for about 5 yards by Jerry and Graham. Pyron hands, and the replacement running back is Keenan Phillips. He gets a couple. Single high for the Red Wolves on third down. Pyron scanning and finding the open man, Brian Franks. He's throwing on the slant now. Good RPO and 19 yards to Rod Gibbs. I'm sorry, he's number 19. He gained 8. Gibbs the motion man, and Pyron, he's got another connection, and they're just breezing down the field. Off the play fake, open throw, caught, and inside the 20 they go. Now trying to press these receivers. Motioning out the running back now. This could be trouble as Gibbs is brought down for a loss. Pyron fakes and steps up as he throws complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. What a start as Jerry and Graham takes it in. Really good drive for this offense, and quarterback Zach Pyron, who steps up and then finds his receiver coming across the middle. And that's just a bad angle there by Marcus Gorey. We didn't even allow a touchdown to Southern Miss last episode. Let's see if we can pick up where we left off. That was one of our signature games of the series, beating them 41-9. Bo Jackson comes in, less than 100%. We'll see how much he can do today. I think we're going to have to throw it a bit more as the offense tends to be a lot less efficient when Cedric Hawkins is in the game. But Bo Jackson's here, and he'll take it out of bounds with a gain of 14. Avoiding contact, especially early in this game, is probably for the best. Motioning Aiden Williams on first down, and it's Jackson here again. And he'll pick up about 4. I do think another way to limit some of the wear and tear is to run outside the tackles more. We have a chance to maybe get out of bounds, avoid some hits from those big linebackers. So Hawkins already checking into the game, and the pressure arrives at the feet of Ricky Collins. Hudson Clement motions on third down and 14. And it's batted away from Aiden Williams. And really good field position for the Jaguars' second drive, and they do spread the defense out. Pyron throwing, again complete for about 9. Here's a quick throw. They get it to the tight end, Gibbs, first down. And now the defense can start to attack a little bit. It's third down and 9. And here we come with the pressure. This one's going downfield, and it's a diving near catch inside the 5. In spots like that, we're going to put our cornerbacks on an island, try to get the ball out quick, and hope we can make plays. J.J. Harrell now on the run back, and he's crushed at the 25. It is Cedric Hawkins in at running back to start this possession. Falling forward, it's a gain of 7. Third down, wide open, dropped off to Houston Thomas for the first. Play fake now, Collins sprinting left, and there's Aiden Williams turning it up to the Jaguar 42. A counter, Big lane 2. Hawkins cuts it outside and brings it across the 30. Motioning across, Titus Mokiao Adimalala. It's a screen. D'Angelo Cooks to the outside. No one's home. Touchdown. Arkansas State ties it. Just really set up well there by the blocking out in front. And the RB3 scores first for us. Haven't seen him find the end zone, I don't think, all year. It's a 28-yard receiving touchdown. We've responded well, and now send pressure. They'll dump off a screen pass, and the tackle's made by Marcus Gorey. 3 safeties on the field as Pyron's got time, and there's an open look, finding Jaron Lay. Handoff inside, and Gorey just came screaming into the backfield. That was a blitz, and the couple times I've sent Gorey here the last couple blitzes, we've seen teams just run directly into it. 3rd and 5 now, handling the pressure for a moment anyway. Great coverage downfield. Corey Sigler ends the drive. Red Wolves have it, but quickly in danger of going 3 and out. We need 11 yards on this play, and Collins has time. Throws a strike right into the hands of Aiden Williams. Changing the play here at the line. We got the defense all spread out. Collins is going to roll right, and there is no one home. Defensive backs caught in man coverage, meaning their eyes are not on the quarterback. It's often one of the best times to take off. Ball now at the 33. We have not seen Bo Jackson since the opening drive. Flag down. I'm assuming there was somebody off sides. I didn't actually see it, though. On the keeper here, Ricky Collins. Across the 20, first down. Bo Jackson's in the game, cuts downhill, and he gets 8 yards. Aiden Williams across the formation again, but it's Bo on the carry. He took on 1 tackle just fine, but then is taken down for a loss. 3rd down and 7 now, and okay, Williams breaking open across the middle, but Lionel Stanton has his 2nd sack of the day. We'll send on Clune Van Andel. 40-yard field goal try, and good. 10-7 game. Pyron to the outside and contested by James Reed. I got into a nice groove on that opening drive. Haven't been able to find that again. But here's a run with some good blocking from the receivers. We send 4 on 3rd down, and Pyron has an open man. It's Gibbs. On the screen. Nice move and a quick gain of 8. Jerry and Graham, who had their touchdown. Inside of 3 minutes to play now in the first half. And the handoff goes to the right side. Good gain for Keenan Phillips. Jaguars on 3rd and 4. It's a throw to the outside and knocked away. Aaron Alexander here in coverage. Looks like he gets a hand in there. Yes, he does knock that one loose. Just also dawned on me that he and Bo Jackson both wear the number 25. Just realized that. And speaking of Bo, good to see him out there here as Collins is going to roll. Get this one dumped off, and TMA will make his first appearance, getting 8. Back to pass, and he puts it up for Williams, who can't come down with it. Key play with a 3rd and 2, and wide open. There is TMA to move the sticks. Heading to the air, they put pressure on Collins, and that is a fumble, but picked up by Anwar O'Neal, and it's a big gain to the 48-yard line. What a bizarre way to get 18 yards in the 2-minute drill. This is not a throw. He just fumbles it forward, and we're the only ones who can pick it up and do anything with it. Just good, clean football right there. And rolling. Jackson's open and caught it. Now makes a move. Jackson still on his feet. It's a touchdown. What a play from Collins to Bo Jackson. So elusive. He doesn't take any contact on the play. This is special. And Bo Jackson has absolutely been the engine of the offense this season. Two defenders looking absolutely overmatched. That's one way to make sure he's not incurring more wear and tear. Just be the most dynamic player on the field. Still some time here in the first half as Pyron lets it go and finds Graham over the middle. You know, we've given up some good games to wide receiver ones throughout this Sun Belt schedule, but last week Tyshawn Chapman had all of 6 yards. I don't know how we pulled it off. Feels like it'd be pretty big here if they could even find 3 more points before halftime, as we have rattled off 17 unanswered, and we're getting the ball out of the third quarter. Over the middle and caught. Jaron Lay. Pyron to the open man. Gibbs again. The tight end down to the 35. They didn't spike it, though. They have no timeouts. And time just ran out on them. All right, why wasn't there a hurry up there to clock it? That's the first half. Red Wolves started a little slow, but by halftime, we are in control. And we're on to the third quarter, 17-7. Jackson looking to bounce this run as he's run down. Collins now rolling out by design. That's complete to Hudson Clement. Collins now on the keeper. He breaks it out, but there is a flag down on a play that was so good. We ran power read that time. You either sweep it to the running back or the quarterback runs power, but it comes back. You don't see 1st and 7 every day, that's for sure. Sweeping now. Jackson, gain of 5. Bo is on the hunt for 1,000 yards this season. I forget exactly how many he needs to achieve that. We're back to pass. Collins eats this one. Pressure showed up at an inopportune moment. Clement to the right. STMA works himself into the slot this time. And Collins puts it up there. And it's by the way. We have some formations where at times I will move different receivers into the slot, especially if they're trying to get vertical. That is not Hudson Clement's game. So every now and then, got to switch it up. Good stop for the Jags. It's a handoff, working to the edge, and a big hit from Aaron Alexander. South Alabama hasn't had much of a run game presence. I do think Pyron's played well, but they've just lacked that consistency. Now on the screen, this will be a good pickup, and now they're met with 3rd and short. A lot of options here in the playbook. Jaguars will just run it and get it. Off the play fake. There's been a lot of that with some touch. It is caught. Franks pulls it down. Pyron, 221 yards passing. I think he's handled zone coverage really well. When the field gets more condensed like this, I want to start playing a little more man-to-man. Might be like higher risk, but we got to change it up. Here's 3rd and 2, and the coverage is tight. Kilgore just broke it up for Rod Gibbs. Man-to-man gets us out of that drive, and here is the field goal try now. Stadium pulse could be a little bit heavier. The kick is no good. He missed it left, banging off the uprights. Single high look here from South Alabama. Here's a quick screen to Aiden Williams, 4 yards. I've actually been really pleased with how much we've been able to use Bo Jackson here. Hawkins is in by my choice. Here's a quick flip to TMA, and they don't let him make a man miss. Motioning out Houston Thomas. Here's a swing pass. Bo! That's close, but he's not going to pick it up. Returnable. Thought we could pin him in here and not let them get anything, but it's a return to the 32-yard line. South Alabama scored impressively on the opening drive, has struggled since to string together first downs. Delayed, fake there, and sprinting across the middle is Franks. Really held that fake for as long as he could possibly do it. From the 46, and contested. Good play. They'll sweep it to the outside. What a play by Kilgore. Disengages from the block. Makes the tackle. He's got 5 on the day. And until there's a threat of getting beat over the top, we're going to try to contest and get physical with these receivers. 3rd and 9. They do go vertical. And it's caught. Touchdown, South Alabama. I guess they beat us over the top. One of the gifts of live commentary, our excellent commentator curse moments. What a release there. Easily got a step on Reed, and I don't think he closes any distance the rest of the way down the field. Touchdown, Jerry and Graham. And now it's a 3-point ball game in the 3rd. Here's Bo Jackson, and throwing it to the tight end here would have been the better choice. Heading to the air. Now we get Thomas the ball, and very close to a first down, too. Across is TMA. It's an inside give. Bo Jackson moves the sticks. More jet motion with Aiden Williams, and the pass goes to a wide open man, Javion Fricks. Interesting formation here. Jackson, he's a running back or receiver. What do you call this alignment? Ready to catch a screen, though, and break this one outside the numbers to the 35. Hawkins in the game now, and a foot race to the edge, and he makes it to the 30. Jackson rotates back into the game. Javion Fricks, he caught that ball. First down. Play action, they bite. And Collins is going to run this, hesitating and gaining 6. And we're going to sneak one more play here into the 3rd quarter as Bo Jackson drags defenders. They'll mark him a little short. Trevor Hatchett is the deep running back on 3rd and inches. And Hatchett, he's got it. That's Aiden Williams in motion. Jackson to the 3. Trying to power one in. Jackson again. 1 yard. Now a new approach. We lighten the box. And Jackson never receives the handoff as Collins goes down. So we're not going to take a 2-possession lead here. Instead, we need to make sure we can handle these short distance kicks that never have any drama, right? Cluton Van Andel drills it. That sequence does highlight the need for us to find another power back. It doesn't help that I'm trying to manage Bo Jackson, but I really don't have a better option for those carries. Having a true goal line back would help with the long-term wear and tear and just being able to keep him fresh. But I felt like this game has done a good job of making sure he's still impacting the game without getting too heavy of a workload. But it's a 6-point game. South Alabama looking to spoil things here in the 11th game of the year. Zach Pyron's at 295 yards passing, and he's played really well. Hasn't made that critical error. Neither quarterback has. He'll throw it to a wide open receiver now at the 36. How do we throw off the rhythm of Zach Pyron? Being one-dimensional hasn't phased him. Here's a dump off, and it goes for the first. Right as he was hit, too. This was a sim pressure. We sent a different four-man rush than they would have been expecting there. Showing more pressure. It's a five-man rush, but dumped off in time. And they just keep chipping away. Brings up third down. Pyron facing pressure, but wide open at the sticks. They got it. Quick throw, and it's Evan Brown who misses the tackle. Bouncing off, sprinting ahead, and chased down eventually. Evan Brown did make the play at the end, but South Alabama is only 14 yards away from a chance at the lead. 5.5 left to go. Pyron back to pass. He floats over the middle, turning things up now. It's goal to go. Back-to-back plays by Tyree Short. The only 2 catches he's made all day. 2 critical ones. And we're trying to take away the inside run. It's another throw. Made a man miss, and Evan Brown stops him. It's a run, and flag down. Wow. Was an easy touchdown run, but a legal block in the back. I gotta think that this is 4-down territory given the time remaining. Empty for Pyron. He's pressured, but he's gonna get rid of it now and take it back inside the 10. 3rd and goal from the 8. And in the face of pressure, he dumps it down at the 4. And they will leave the offense out. And here we go, everybody. 4th and goal. Pyron pressured and taken down. Right through the middle, Quincy Wright. All day they've been able to keep Zach Pyron clean. But Quincy Wright beats the center right off the snap, and there's never a chance. What are they trying to set up here? They got 3 receivers on the right side. And I guess your best option here was going to be on this in-cut. And by that time, Quincy Wright's already ruined the play. And that's the MVP of this defense. The Sun Belt sack leader, perhaps. He was tied this week with Popeye Williams. We'll have to check afterwards if he's now taken the lead. So Bo got us 4 on first down. This next run could take us to the 2-minute warning. And it's a run to the right. Timeout, South Alabama, ahead of the 2-minute warning. Many of you have watched these series before. I do tend to get pretty pass happy in these 3rd down moments where you have a chance to dagger a team. This time it's 3rd and 4. It will be a sweep with Bo Jackson. How about the blocking here? And he goes down. Could have maybe squeezed a bit more out of that, but we got what we wanted there. On 3rd down, the last thing anybody wants to deal with is an option play, and that's what this one is. And now, this might not be the right read, the way that end crashes, but I'm also, looking and knowing that he cannot perhaps close that distance. I'm still getting the look that I think is advantageous there for Bo Jackson. And the blocking is just outstanding. It ain't over yet. There are still 2 clock stoppages remaining. Hawkins is in the game, and he gets met in the backfield. On 2nd down, Hawkins again. That'll take us to the warning, and now this is a chance to win it. But we need 6 yards. Not loving the look that we're getting here as we come out empty. We're going to call a timeout. I just didn't like the look because I was looking for a receiver screen. A new look. We do not go empty. 3rd and 6. A first down wins the game. And the ball is out to Bo Jackson. He is brought down in space. We go with a little swing screen, and they were ready, and they're going to have a chance now. Punting into the wind with 1:16 remaining. And we get the kick away and force a fair catch at the 28-yard line. 1:11 now for South Alabama to try to get a touchdown. Bowl eligibility is on the line, everybody. This is what it's all about. Great game this week. How does it end? Catch and run on first down. A good start. We've been seeing a lot of balls go to Rod Gibbs. That's his 10th reception. They widen out the secondary, get the pass outside the numbers to an open receiver. Now, we're not going to be doing any press coverage here. Not at this area of the field. Still trying to keep the play in front of us. And the pass goes to an open man, Tyree Short. Pyron has thrown for 408 yards. And he'll spike it now with around 39 seconds left. Nervous time inside of the vault. And with 36 seconds left, it's dished out, flagged down. And a holding call here can be really hard to overcome. That's 10 yards. You do not want to lose. Ball at the 46. Sending 4. Pass over the middle. And it's down to the 30 now. Still no timeouts left. The clock is moving. And they're not in position to spike it now. Under 20 left. Pyron taking his time directing traffic. Wow, 14 seconds left. And out of bounds at the 25. How many more setup plays, though, can you really afford at this point? With 12 seconds left, a play here being stopped in bounds could be ball game. We have 3 safeties standing at the goal line now. 10 seconds to go. Pyron up the seam. Oh, my God. Touchdown. Rod Gibbs. And the Jaguars score with 8 seconds left. Unbelievable. We had 3 safeties and nobody was in position. We're playing man up 3 deep, hoping that if a ball does go to the end zone, a safety is there to make it double coverage. And the route concept they run is pure genius. It's a pick play. Look at that. 81 gets in the way of Isaiah Hornsby. He's trailing now, and he cannot catch up. Where are the safeties now? Middle of the field safety. He doesn't identify this at all. He's not reacting until the ball's in the air. Unbelievable call by South Alabama. And there are now 8 seconds remaining. We're not going to spend any of them on a kick return. You got to get one play to get as much as you can here. We have 1 timeout left, too. Jeez, this play clock is not doing us any favors. We're going to get the snap off, though. And Collins rolling downfield. It's caught. Thomas. Oh, my God. He's away. And he scores. A game winner. Arkansas State is bowl eligible. They just did it. That is the most unbelievable walk-off we have seen. Houston Thomas just won the game. And it's 26-21, stolen by Arkansas State. That did not just happen. The finish of the series, how are we going to top this? If I was given 40 seconds to pick a play, it wouldn't have been this one. It's a fake screen with 3 verticals. Now rolling here with Collins. TMA. You can get him there on the sideline, maybe. Clement, he's breaking open with some touch. Just got to be careful here where you put the ball with 7 there. But no, this ball goes to Houston Thomas. He's one-on-one. Goes up as 28 misses the ball. 29 overruns him. He breaks 1 tackle and takes it all the way. What a moment here in the Arkansas State Dynasty. And with the change this year to the live commentary episodes, I wanted to see that first incredible finish. And I think we just got it, everybody. We have 6 wins now on the season. We stole that game, man. That finish was unlike anything we've had in quite some time. And they ran a brilliant play to beat man up 3 deep in that spot. Hats off to them for that call. But they just could not stop Houston Thomas on the final play. The third Ricky Collins touchdown pass. Bo Jackson, 15 carries, 53 yards. Actually had a pretty good workload today with 3 catches and a 52-yard touchdown. Houston Thomas, the team's leading receiver. Defense had 2 sacks. Quincy Wright's at a very critical moment. And we overcome a great game from Zach Pyron. We could not throw him off. 40 for 47, 3 touchdowns. They didn't run the ball well, but they threw it all over the place today. And keep in mind, we just had 2 receivers attending that game. It is a competitive visit, but we won the game. They both just got to witness a game-winning walk-off touchdown. Stephen Harris has committed to Arkansas State. Our biggest, most exciting win, clinching a bowl game this year, and we get the 4-star receiver. And welcome aboard Damar Alba as well. We get the whole trio. Pierre Shembo will join them. 3 brand new receivers. Unfortunately, we just got locked out by a cornerback I really wanted to go for. I've not had much luck there in the secondary this year. But what a series of wins for us. On the field and off the field. That opens up some points now the rest of the way, which we don't have a lot of season remaining. We may still be recruiting a lot of these high school players into the offseason this year. This one hurts, though. I really wanted to get Joaquin Garcon, but we're going to have to remove him from the board. We have 3 players now on the board, and Steven Catula still not responding to our efforts. But we have moved into first place now for Frederick Cruz in one of the most competitive battles here this season. And then Theo Booker. We're getting closer with him, but Memphis is still in a really good spot. We're going to bump this one up to 50. For Catula, we'll probably bump him up to a good 35, but it leaves us with 215, where we can do a little bit of scouting if we need to. And it's time to clean up the board of players who are not really going to be targets now. I think I am going to target Jamerson Sharp, but I'm thinking he could be turned into a safety because of his athleticism. I'm going to scout one more cornerback, David McCree. 83 speed just does not meet the threshold we need with 81 acceleration. I can't do it. And I'm probably done with cornerbacks this year. I've scouted so many. I'm just going to the portal. Trey Judge at safety. More athletic than many of these cornerbacks I've been looking into. 74 speed with 76 zone coverage. I've been seeing more run-stopping linebackers who have a little zone, but it's hard to cover much with 74 speed. With 79, I think we'll make Dallas Brown one of our late targets, and he's a much better run defender than the player I had just scouted. Wrapping up the scouting here on Raheem Ismail to see what all there is here, and I think I'm intrigued enough to make him a late target. They don't give us the short route running, but honestly, 66 medium feels like a decent starting point. Yep, very interested here in Kevin Blair. I'm not even going to finish the scouting. We're just going to put more points into the battle for him. And we already offered him a while ago. The board has changed a lot, and there are 8 players now getting points. And I don't think we'll see many more commitments before the end of the season, meaning that we'll have to dedicate more of our hours to finishing up these battles when the offseason comes around. But we just got some very critical wins today. Wins that are going to give us one of the better classes in the Sun Belt. We're the only team to bring in a 4-star player, and we just did that twice. Now, most of this year, I've been doing 2-game episodes, and it seems you guys like those a lot. We are going to do a 1-game episode today, and I'm thinking about, the overall structure. Like, week 1 is probably mostly going to be on its own, like, single-game episode there. I kind of think a good structure is to start with single game and then maybe You know, if there's a big rivalry game, a game that really stands out, it gets its own focus, and then maybe late in the season as well. I was thinking about making today's a one-game episode even before the wild finish. But I wonder if a good template for a season could be, you know, if it's only 12 games, consider like 4 single-game videos, 4 multi-game episodes. Might not be a bad structure. You can let me know what you think. But we are going to save the Louisiana game for next time. We don't have a chance at the conference championship. We have one too many losses to be in that conversation. But my plan is still to finish up Season 2 sometime this week and then get on to the offseason. Ideally, maybe it's Monday of next week to kick the week off. But man, that was such a wild win. I cannot wait to put this video together and then see all the reactions to it. Ricky Collins, 18 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Really happy with the way he's been playing lately. Bo Jackson has 923 yards now on the season, 8 touchdowns. And he's going to have a bowl game. So it looks like 1,000 is pretty likely for him. Through the air, Aiden Williams is again the team's leading receiver. Felt like these guys didn't get all that involved today, and then it was Houston Thomas who made the big play in the end. Alexander Kilgore leads us in tackles. Evan Brown is actually not that far away. 12 sacks now for Quincy Wright is phenomenal. And that is the Sun Belt lead. Where does that rank nationally? 12 is a pretty good number. And wow, that doesn't include everybody, does it? Also, one more thing I wanted to talk about as we transition into the real-life football season. My upload schedule tends to change this time of year. I, in the past, have not posted often on Sundays. I would often put, like, Kalispell videos up or UTSA videos up on Saturdays. But Saturdays are not actually, like, a very good posting day for me normally. And a couple weeks ago when I posted an Arkansas State video, it didn't do great on that initial day. I will probably experiment with Sunday because, like, during the summer and stuff, it is the best day of the week for me to post. I've usually avoided Sundays because I know, like, for me, I'm just watching NFL football all day. But I'd like to see if posting some of these episodes on Sundays is still doable. We'll see when I want to try that out. I would prefer to get the season wrapped up this week and then get to the off season in a good amount of time. But I've really enjoyed Season 2, and games like this, I think, make it really exciting to now have this be a live comms series. And I'm looking forward to wrapping up this season soon and getting to our very first bowl game. What a stretch. Thank you all for watching today's episode. Leave your thoughts down below. Please leave a like, and I will catch you all next time in the Arkansas State Dynasty. Take care.